Hello there, I'm Dr. Indrani Raman, and today we are wrapping up our three-part series on the hormonal reasons behind menopausal weight gain. The first one is for lack of estrogen, then increase in cortisol and insulin resistance. So today is the third day. If you have been following along, now you understand how all three of these hormonal levels can sabotage your weight loss efforts. I'm Dr. Indrani Raman. I'm the founder of Excel Health MD, and we are all about helping women like you to reset your health and get to radiant health at this time of life. Today, I'll be talking about insulin, which is the most overlooked cause of weight gain in women over 40. This is crucial information. If you have been asking yourself, why can't I lose weight after 40? Or struggling with what seems like a sudden weight gain that comes on as soon as we hit 40s during menopause. Let me share Jen's story. She's a 49-year-old accountant, busy professional who came to me very frustrated and confused. She had done every weight loss program out there, you name it, including low calorie diet, lot of famous meal plan kind of systems with minimal results. Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, all of those things. She was constantly hungry, craving sweets, and experiencing energy crashes every afternoon that would require her to really be drinking maybe 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, or maybe reaching out for sugar. She felt like I'm eating less than ever, but my body just won't respond. She told me that that is what her main concern was, and she was almost in tears when she came. When we started working with Jen, our comprehensive testing revealed that she had severe insulin resistance. Her body was producing 3 times the normal amount of insulin to manage her blood sugars, and this excessive insulin was acting like a fat storage signal, making the body weight loss nearly impossible. After we made a few changes, addressed her insulin sensitivity, balanced her hormones, through targeted nutrition and lifestyle changes, and of course, all the tips I gave you about cortisol and estrogen balance too, Jennifer lost 19 pounds in 4 months. And she said, I finally have steady energy all day, and my cravings are so minimal, almost completely gone. And I'll tell you the scientific reasoning behind this. Here is why insulin resistance becomes a problem at this stage of life. As estrogen hormone in women's body is really important to make the cells sensitive to insulin. So as we go through perimenopause and menopause, the declining estrogen directly increases the insulin resistance. That means the cells are being less responsive. That means insulin, the glucose is not entering the cells and it's circulating around. So your pancreas is producing more and more insulin to compensate for it so that it can push the glucose in the body. And this is also shown in a lot of research that estrogen is needed to maintain that insulin sensitivity. So as people become more insulin resistant, as they're going through menopause, on top of all of his other issues going on, they start not only getting into more higher risk for prediabetes, and also all of these fluctuating blood sugar levels also kind of can make them crave more sugar as well. And on top of it, second thing, insulin is a fat storing hormone. That means, and it stores fat in the liver. So this is also why we are seeing so much rise in incidence of fatty liver in this country, but this becomes even more common at this stage of life. So that means your body is in perimenopause, and menopause goes into a fat storage mode. High insulin blocks the lipolysis, that means the process where fat is broken down for energy. And if you can imagine, this will make weight loss extremely difficult regardless of how few calories you consume. Thirdly, insulin resistance creates a cascade of hormonal disruption. That means elevated insulin also increases that androgen production, which can lead to a lot of other symptoms in the body, including more belly fat storage, increasing acne, increasing hair growth as well. It also disrupts leptin signaling. That means the satiety hormone, which makes you feel full, that makes your brain think you're full, though it disrupts that signaling. That means your brain thinks you're starving even when you have eaten plenty. So that means insulin resistance creates a reactive hypoglycemia. So it is kind of creating a fake sugar crashes. So that makes you think your energy is low, you get irritable, there's mood swings, there's headaches, and people have to eat every few hours because of this. These are the blood sugar crashes that can trigger intense cravings for quick energy foods, including sugar, coffee, and all the refined carbs. So that creates a vicious cycle of blood sugar spikes, insulin surges, and crashes. And the fifth, last but not least, the least cause, abdominal fat by itself increases insulin resistance. That means the more belly fat that people are putting up are having in their body, their insulin resistance gets worse. And the visceral fat is the more dangerous of all the fat that we can have. It produces inflammatory compounds that further reduce insulin sensitivity, and it creates a self-perpetuating cycle that gets harder to break over time. This is why many women feel that their metabolism has broken during menopause. It's not broken, it's just responding the way it's supposed to respond to that chronically elevated insulin levels. Now that this makes sense to you, and I'm telling you the science behind why the problem with insulin happens during menopause, let's talk about 5 action steps, because I want you guys to know you are not broken. There are answers for everything. You just need a reset. And if this makes sense to you guys, go and put a like on this video so that I can reach more women and also give them answers to them and inspire them to really change their health. So here are the 5 evidence-based strategies to improve insulin sensitivity and break that weight loss spurt. Number 1, time your carbohydrates in a more smart way. Instead of avoiding carbs completely, they are not the enemy. We need to eat them around, especially when your muscles are more sensitive to pick it up. That means especially around the workout time, and also maybe middle of the day when we are still moving around and process the carbs much better. Of course, focus on complex carbs like sweet potatoes, quinoa, berries, and avoid refined sugars and processed foods. Number 2, embrace intermittent fasting. Studies have shown that even 12 to 16 hour fasting windows can significantly improve that insulin sensitivity. Of course, always check with your own doctor to see if you're a right candidate for fasting or not, or if you're on medications that can drop your blood sugar. So be careful with that. You can start with a simple thing like a 12-hour fast, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and gradually extend if you are comfortable with going up to 16 hours. And there are some times for some women, maybe even a longer fast also might be beneficial. Again, it has to be customized for you, your preferences, and what your body can tolerate. Number 3, add resistance training. Like I said, muscle tissue is highly insulin sensitive, and as women, as we go through menopause, we are losing muscle mass at a rapid pace. So building and maintaining that muscle mass through strength training creates more storage space for glucose and also improves that insulin function. It doesn't need to be several hours of workout per day. It can be as simple as 2 to 3 resistant training sessions per week, even starting at 30 minutes or so. Number 4, increase your intake of insulin sensitizing foods. These are things like cinnamon, apple cider vinegar, green tea, omega-3 rich foods like wild salmon can help improve your insulin sensitivity. Even drinking a shot of apple cider vinegar, or if you can tolerate, at least a tablespoon of it to water right before you consume a meal can reduce your glucose spike that happens with the meals. Or even include cinnamon in your morning routine as cinnamon water, or adding it to your tea is also a great way to add that into your habits that you already have. Last but not least, step number 5 is prioritizing quality of sleep. Studies have shown that even one night of poor sleep can increase the insulin resistance by up to 25%. So create a consistent sleep schedule, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Create a stress management routine in your daily life in the beginning of the day and end of the day. That is going to be really important. Consider supplements, especially magnesium supplement has been known to support the deeper sleep. There are dosages that varies for each person, anywhere from 200 milligrams to up to 600 milligrams is what we have done in our practice, usually with our clients. So, if Jen's story sounds familiar and you suspect insulin resistance might be the missing piece of your weight loss puzzle, I want to help you to get the answers you deserve. We are offering free discovery calls for people like you guys who want to explore if we are a right fit for your health needs. So, my team will ask you a few questions, see what's going on, what you've done so far. And if you think we are the right option for you, if it's a fit on both ends, they'll talk about the next step, which is a one-on-one wellness consultation. But most importantly, I want you guys to know that you are not broken. Your body just needs a reset, and we can help you. So I want to really thank you guys for taking time to educate yourself, taking time to educate yourself on what's going on with your health. If what I'm saying resonates with you, you want to set up a free discovery call, click on the link in the description below. Most importantly, don't think that the previous approaches of eating less and exercising more, if they have not worked, don't think it is a failure on your. I see that so many times. Every woman that has come in, they start beating themselves up that they are not disciplined enough, their body is broken, or things are not working. It's not the case. As I mentioned, there are 3 things that really happen which really disrupt this weight loss pattern, and women struggle quite a bit. That is about declining the estrogen levels, elevation of cortisol levels, and insulin resistance. And remember, insulin resistance is completely reversible with the right approach. You don't have to accept feeling tired, hungry, and frustrated with your body as just part of aging. It's all reversible. So that wraps up our 3-part triology series that I've done on the 3 hormones, which are really important reasons for menopause weight gain. If this makes sense to you, please like this video, subscribe, and share with other women who are also going through the same issues like you. Our goal, we are passionate in our practice to really empower women like you to reclaim their health and get back to their